Hey, and welcome to the Art Meditation, the Art of Living and Lifting podcast, where we take the physical practice as a framework for our spiritual journey, sharing with you real life examples, case studies of myself and my students on their way, and discussing things in depth. I'm your host, Coach Michael, and you can call me Misha. Be the hardest worker in the room. I saw this statement on a t-shirt on a guy who did a workout in a gym, and it got me thinking. By the way, if you take your t-shirts and you read the sentences on them, it will reveal much about your subconscious and your desires, intentions, and life statements, virtues, call it whatever you like. It's a side note, and it's a fun exercise. I did it and I laughed a lot, and then I thought even more about why did I pick that saying on a t-shirt while I strived for a bit different things. So here is a treat on me. Okay, back to the initial thought. Now, if the statement is true, the more banal thing is that we need to burn all the self-help books and delete more of the self-help and productivity videos by any major guru on the internet. And the obvious answer is because all of them preach for smart. Okay, don't work hard, work smart. And I can end it here, and you'll go and unsubscribe from me for wasting your time, and rightfully so, but give me a second, okay? Stay with me. Here's a story, a true story, about my son. Since my father left when I was 3, and I didn't have a father when I grew up, I wanted my son to have it all. So I worked really hard for that. Rushing home, making play games and spend time, and obviously invest in his homework because I'm a responsible dad, and being all over the place. Then, obviously, I've read some books, watched some videos, and understood, hey, you need to be smart. Fine, let's go smarter. Then I developed a system for my son of doing homework after school for that and that time, and by this and that schedule, and practicing like physical training in the morning, like in the army, like real men do, and cold exposure and everything. And my son play along. Yet from this very hard and very smart system, and obviously productive, at least on the outside, I've noticed that although my son is cooperating, something is happening to the boy. He slowly becomes a shadow of a boy. And then I stopped. And I went to my special place to think, where did I go wrong? Because I did everything right, obviously. I shifted from hard to smart and productive because there were gains, but there was no happiness. Familiar, no? So I thought, and then I remembered that there is one primal thing, a thing that everything grows and springs from, and it is called intentionalism. What was my intention in the first place? Well, my intention in the first place was being present in my son's life like my father never did in mine. Supporting him, being there for him, embracing and accepting this boy for everything he do. Allow him enough space to live his life and design his life and make his quote-unquote mistakes, preferably when he's 4 and 10 and not 35 or 47. Because mistakes you do in 4 and 10, okay, you cry, it hurts. But when you do the same mistakes in 45 or 47 or 50, it's half of your life gone down the drain. This was my intention as a father in the first place. I went home, hugged my son, looked him in the eyes, and told him, I see you. And we never go back ever since. You see, sometimes life can look like a Hollywood blockbuster ending scene, and it is true. We never got back. Things didn't become easy, peachy, or perfect. We're talking about life. However, I constantly remind myself about my initial intention, and from there, I use the smart, productive, and hard, if necessary, mentality and approach with my son. So here is a framework for you. It starts with intention. See it like a game. Like, what's your intention? What game you're playing? Then there is a productivity question, which is a overall strategy. Okay? Like, where are you going? Then it's a smart thing, and the smart thing is an actual tactics to fulfilling the productivity to preferably win the game, which is gain the intention. And only then is the hard steps, which are actual moves and your actual actions in life. And nothing teaches you that as Kettlebell Sport. Trust me. And here's why. Because regardless of how productive you are, how smart you are, how hard training you are, nothing will make you last 10 minutes under 2 bells unless you perfectly understand what's the intention of the set and what the intention of your journey. Unless you set the intention straight, you will put the bell down again and again until you're humble enough, tracing your steps back, understanding the intentionality, and then building up again. And then you'll become the hardest worker in the room because you've sorted out the intention first. Here you go. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and while I cannot help you with your life, because it's your life and it's for you to figure out, I can definitely help you with the kettlebell training. If you feel the need for that type of a journey, shoot me a message. Reach me out. Ask me a question. I'm a sucker for a good conversation and for human interactions. And again, I'm wishing you an intentional life, and I'll see you in the next episode.